awesomest dad around, Justin Allen, and his most awesome co-host, the master brewer himself, the Brewed, Joshua Kunkel. Grab a cold one, kick back and relax, and enjoy the show. Cheers, everybody.
Son, a woman is a lot like a refrigerator. They're about 6 feet tall, 300 pounds. They make ice and... Oh, wait a minute. Actually, a woman is more like a beer. They smell good. They look good. You'd step over your own mother just to get one. But you can't stop at one. You want to drink another woman.
There it is.
Yeah, never gets old.
No, it doesn't. I love our new opening. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BeerDad and Brewed podcast. As always, I'm your host, Justin Allen. I am the BeerDad, and I'm joined right across from me from Mr. Luscious Locks himself, the master brewer, Joshua Kunkel.
I don't know about locks, but howdy how, everyone.
I like to give him a hard time. It's fun. So anyhow, welcome to, what is this now, episode 14?
14, 15?
I don't know. We're creeping up there. We're doing good. By the way, congratulations to our good friends at the Target Practice Podcast. They just had their 50th episode.
Sweet.
So that's awesome.
Congrats.
Eventually our schedules will line up and we'll do some collab podcasting with them. So that's going to be cool.
Nice.
But yeah, congrats to those guys. And well, here we are, Josh. We're creeping in an episode before we go on the road again. We'll be on the road.
That's right.
This coming Tuesday. We're heading up to Idlewild, to the Idlewild Brew Pub. Pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's going to be great. So pretty stoked. But for tonight, I wanted to do this episode. I've been sitting on these beers that were sent to us, and I'm stoked to do this episode because, well, quite frankly, we're in Southern California and we can't get our hands on these. So this is really awesome that we have this opportunity. So, without being said, today's episode is called I Have a Notion That Tonight Is Going to Be a Great Notion. Little dad joke. Yeah, wait, hold on. Oh, no, we don't have that right now. Anyways.
It's okay. You got me for sound effects.
I like it. Yep, right. So, yeah, so it's a Great Notion themed episode. We have some other stuff lined up towards the end of the show, but we're going to open the show up with some Great Notion Brewing, which is really awesome. They're in Portland, Oregon. So I got a little history on the old Great Notion here for our listeners, for especially. Well, go ahead. You got something?
No, I was going to say, before you dig into that, let me go and crack this open.
Yeah.
And you go and read it, and I'll pour.
I like it. That sounds good.
Okay.
All right. So, anyways, Great Notion Brewing's up in Portland, Oregon. They were started by three friends, James Dugan, Andy Miller, and Paul Ryder, or Paulie. If you guys check out YouTube, you can watch some pretty cool YouTube shows called Catch a Flight with Paulie. They're really entertaining. So, definitely go check that out. But anyways, this is what I love about Great Notion. Looking into this brewery, I did a little research. So Andy and James were home brewers. Paul happened to be one of their neighbors. And literally, they're still home brewers. They love to tinker. They love the R&D. And that's what Great Notion's all about. It's started with home brewing, which Josh and I are pretty passionate about. Josh so much so he's a president of a home brew club. So that's really awesome. So, and that's all, they're amazing with these like one-off beers that they make all the time.
Yeah.
Huge cult following that they have. Every Saturdays when they drop releases, lines like Disneyland, just like down here, we have Electric Brewing, very similar. But Great Notion does big things. They've won, medaled multiple times at the World Beer Cup, Great American Beer Fest, and the Best of Craft Beer Awards, as well as, of course, the Oregon Beer Awards.
Nice.
And also, this is something that I found out today for the first time. In 2018, they won #1 IPA in America by Paste Magazine.
Okay.
So, pretty cool stuff. So, we have a nice lineup here tonight that we're going to... oh, wait, one more thing. So, this is what's cool, and this is kind of what I think I wish this for you, because this is awesome. So, started out as a home brewers, these guys. Then they purchased a brewery that was going out of business, and they had a 7-barrel brew house, to which now evolved to over a 30-barrel brew house. So great things that they're doing there at Great Notion. So that's really, really cool. So again, James, Andy, and Paulie, as well as Ryan O'Connor, I guess, is a good friend of theirs. He's their chef and in charge of their brew pub. So
You got to have a chef in the mix, man.
Got to have some food for the masses. So
yeah.
they got 3 locations. Check them out. Look them up online. Great Notion Brewing. Check them out on Instagram. Huge following online, beer trading community. All my friends know about them. Shout out to the Brews and Dubes fam that we're a part of. Big, huge community for Great Notion. So tonight's lineup is we're starting with blueberry muffin.
By the way, as soon as I crack this, I can smell this, and
It smells like a blueberry muffin.
I'm really much looking forward to this. I'm smelling it like across the room right now, going like, "Fuck, that's good."
It was really hard for me to stare inside the refrigerator every time I opened it and be like, I can't touch this until the next podcast. Luckily, and we're going to call them right now to say thank you. Luckily, some other ones were sent with doubles, and I was able to drink those. But the ones that I only had the one of, I had to save for this show. So,
well, thank you for sharing.
You're very welcome. So we're going to do blueberry muffin. Next, we have jammy pants, then breakfast of leisure, and then peanut brother.
Nice.
So we're starting with some ales, some sour ales, and we're moving to stouts at the end.
Nice.
So, and we got a nice segment. That's a new segment to the show that we're going to be doing towards the end of the show. So stay tuned. But for now, I want to make a phone call because I can. So we're gonna give a call here.
While you do that, I'm gonna put my snifter to the test here.
I like it.
Oh fuck, that was good. Smells great.
All right. Hello.
Hoot!
Hoot! Is this Boompa?
Boompa hooting at you for the 503. What's going down, fellas?
Oh man, Boompa! Welcome to the BeerDad and Brewed podcast. I'm so happy to hear your voice. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Sitting here sipping on one of these Moen Laws Hazy
Nice.
Cherry Mac and Ginger from Home Remedies.
Oh man! So that was something that we came up with one night when we were out of our minds. What do you think of that stuff?
Yeah, that ginger smacks, man. And it's got a little bit of heat to it, I must say. For a beer, it's got a little bit of heat in it.
It does, yeah. I've been wanting to make a michelada with it and see how it goes because it's real spicy. But that stuff is really good for you. I'm gonna have Josh tell you about the healing properties here of turmeric and how much is in that beer that you're drinking right now. Josh, tell him.
All right. Well, first off, howdy, Boompa. How you doing? Good.
I'm doing great.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So when we came up with this recipe, the idea obviously was like turmeric, ginger, and honey all have really great properties, and they work amazing in a tea and all that. So I was like, hell, let's make a beer. The problem was we didn't know how much to put in there, so we kind of went a little overboard and ended up dumping what is it, about 2 pounds of turmeric?
2 pounds, yeah,
for a 5-gallon batch,
Yep.
and about a pound of ginger. So I got a little wild hair up my ass the other day, and I was looking up, okay, what is the typical daily dosage of turmeric for health benefit? And they were like, oh, it's about maybe 1250 milligram a day, and I was like, okay, well, how much by equivalent did we put into this beer? So I did some calculations, and every 12-ounce serving, you get about 16,000 milligrams of turmeric.
Yeah, so Boompa, you don't need to take any turmeric pills or have any turmeric for probably about a month and a half.
Yeah.
Oh man, I did see it picking up on the bottom, so I gave her a little swirl.
That's
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm glad I was able to get that too. I'm glad it made it to the Pacific Northwest. And I'm also glad, and the reason why we're here, that your love that you sent us down here at the BeerDad and Brewed podcast, Great Notion Brewing, this episode is about Great Notion. So we just got done talking about the history of Great Notion, and we have 4 cans lined up right here. So the first one we're trying is the blueberry muffin, which I was excited to get into it. I've been staring at it in that fridge for the last couple of weeks now, and I'm like, I got to save it for the podcast. But
hate on that.
yeah, it's Josh opened it up and his sniffer started going crazy. He's like, "Holy crap, this smells like a blueberry muffin."
Just immediately inviting, like, come get some.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah, so I'm going to take a swig.
Right.
I'm going to take a swig. This is my first swig of blueberry muffin. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, Boompa.
Holla.
Yeah, thank
Let's see.
Hoot.
Wow.
you. Yeah.
That's some good shit, huh?
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Right.
All right.
And I already had some jammy pants because you sent me a couple of those, and that's actually what we're going to have next. So Josh hasn't had that yet, but I can say that I thought jammy pants was the shit, but I actually like this better.
Right.
Yeah, this is great, man. Again, thank you so much for sending us some Pacific Northwest love down here. This is awesome because we can't get our hands on this down here.
Yeah.
No.
No, but hey, that's why I'm glad we have friends around the country.
That's right. Absolutely.
All right.
All
Did you
right.
get any of that big papaya?
I had that the other day. I should have saved that for the podcast, but I couldn't help myself, and that shit was amazing.
What was that one? Or
The big papaya.
oh, big papaya.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was like drinking freaking. Oh, it's like drinking the Hawaiian Islands, is what it's like. It's great.
Yeah. Food on that.
I love it. So that,
All right, you guys stay safe.
yeah, that. Hey, man, I want you to keep in touch and let me know how you like those other beers that I sent you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love them all. I'll be hooting at you. You'll be seeing my videos out there.
Nice.
I like it. All right, Boompa.
Yeah,
Well,
it's fun. It's good times.
well, again, thanks a lot for sending us the love, and stay tuned to the BeerDad and Brewed podcast.
All right, West Coast homies.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Cheers.
All right, much
Cheers.
love, much love.
Much love, brother.
Hoot.
Hoot.
Hoot. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, he's such a cool guy.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, Josh? Blueberry Muffin, Great Notion Brewing.
Well, it definitely lives up to its name, first and foremost. I mean, I'm getting straight up blueberry. I'm getting that nice little muffiny, like, biscuit kind of
It's
going
weird.
on.
That's my aftertaste.
Yeah.
The aftertaste that I get on it is definitely some kind of a pastry, like
Yeah.
a muffin or a biscuit, like you said. That's definitely heavy in there.
Yeah, so I mean, damn good job with this. I mean, really, really good job. You could definitely tell. Yeah, I mean, you're going on about the home brewing, and one of the things I always love with home brewers, you don't normally see with the craft beer movement, let alone the big guys, even
Right.
the macro beer movement, is this desire for experimentation. So it's really cool when you see little, like you said, one-off beers, and that really kind of plays into that. That home brew essence.
And that's why I made that recommendation to everybody to go to that home brew festival, because that's the kind of stuff that you're going to find at a home brew festival is like you and I, like what we just talked to Boompa about, the turmeric ginger beer that you and I made. It's fun to tinker with some crazy stuff, and see how it comes out and make it into a beer. So,
and like I said, I want to definitely do our, Mo-in-Law Hazy again. I'm definitely going to tweak the recipe and just make it even that much better, moving forward.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, just the base that we did, I mean, yeah, like Boompa was saying, there's a little bit of heat on there. I get that.
Yeah.
But definitely something to work with.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, we'll tweak it and maybe somehow perfect it. And who knows, maybe someone will see it in the stores one day. You never know.
Yep. Never know.
But cheers to good health, huh?
Yeah. Cheers.
Get all that turmeric in your system, everybody.
Get a month's worth of turmeric in a glass.
Right. Well, hey, blueberry muffin. They say blueberries are good for you, high in antioxidants, and I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, this is really, really good. I'm definitely digging on this one.
Wow, really good. So that's crazy to start from home brewing and be such a big brewery that you got a 30-barrel brew house and just killing it with everybody. I mean, you can look up videos of the lines when they do a can release. It's insane. Or just go online and, you know how I get irritated with the aftermarket beer sellers, trying to sell a 4-pack for $40 plus shipping. It's stupid. But, the great community, the Brews and Dubes community, guys, follow them on Instagram and Facebook. Definitely a great community of people that love their craft beer. They love their dubes as well. But hey, nothing wrong with that. Yeah. And you can meet some cool people, and the whole beer trading and everything that goes on is just so much love, because that's why I like to do it. I like to spread everything we have out here across the country, because they can't get it, and then I can sample stuff that I've never had before, which is amazing. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. Pretty stoked.
Yeah, I mean, it's beauty that we have that capability to do that, considering our archaic, outdated distribution laws being what they are. A
Absolutely.
lot of people don't realize that a lot of the issues of why we can't see some of these beers is just because of that bullshit.
Yeah,
So,
it's really stupid.
Yeah.
But
luckily,
hey.
passion wins out.
passion wins out. People like us, people like Boompa, people like the Brews and Dubes community, the beer trading community, the craft beer community. It will rule all. Good thing for like things like Tavor that's, taken off, where, you can just have a nice shipment of beers from all over the place sent to your doorstep. It's pretty awesome. So let's jump into it. Let's do the next one. Jammy Pants.
Jammy Pants.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Oh, yeah. Indeed.
Look at that color, Josh. She's dark.
That she is. Yeah, that's...
Dark and thick.
I was going to say, that reminds me of a cocktail I made back in the day that would clean your guts out.
All right. So we got the first one we had was the blueberry muffin, and that's a tart blueberry ale. And what was the percent on blueberry muffin? Let's check that out. So that was 6%. And what's Jammy Pants?
Jammy Pants is tart ale with boysenberry, marionberry, and blueberry. Ooh, we got all the berries.
Sounds delicious.
And what are we looking at for ABV? About 7, so about 1% more. But then again, seems like they also jam-pack that thing with berries, so I'm sure the flavor is going to be...
Yeah, well, let's check our sniffers. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say the blueberries seem to have more of like pronounced smell to
Right.
it. This one seems to be a little muted, but,
Yeah.
we'll see what the taste
Cheers.
says. Yeah, cheers. I like the flavor on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I like about this one, you know me, it's super tart.
Yeah.
And you look at it and you're thinking, God dang, this is going to be diabetes in a jar. But it really isn't.
Yeah. Also, like we've mentioned time and again, it's clean.
Yeah.
You get your tanginess, you get your tartness, you get all your berries up front, and then
Rinse clean.
rinse clean.
Yeah, that's the cool part about this beer.
Yeah. Oh, I
Really
like this.
excited.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah. Jammy Pants.
Yeah. But back to that crazy cocktail. So when I was kind of broke college student, I had to find my quick fixes where I could get them, and one of the ways I did it, but also kind of keep my health. You gotta think of your health when you're going cheap.
Right.
Was used to buy a bottle of 151.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, that's a high proof rum.
It's like moonshine almost.
Practically, it's about the highest level of moonshine you can get in California. That's for sure.
Right.
But ended up pairing that with, what did I pair that with? 100% cranberry.
Ooh.
Now here's the weird chemistry thing that I figured out was you get 151, which is like gasoline going down your throat.
Right.
And you got 100% cranberry juice, which is like a tart pucker factor from hell.
Oh, yeah.
But somehow when you combine those two, it cancel each other out.
Wow.
Yeah. I end up calling it Pirate's Blood just because rum.
Because rum, ladies
because
and gentlemen.
rum.
Well, shit, this is good, man. This is tough. It really is, because it's like we've had 2 really solid beers here from Great Notion. Of course, I already had this, so I knew what I was looking forward to. But the blueberry muffin, man, that was freaking amazing. I can see why the lines around the block to pick this stuff up. So, Boompa, you the man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I like they put little sayings when they stamp the dates. So the blueberry muffin says, "This muffin ain't bluffin'." And Jammy Pants says, "For that special someone," because it came out around Valentine's Day. It looks like 2/14. Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Nice. So they got the dad jokes as well, like
they do.
In.
They do. Yeah. No, these guys are
it.
awesome. If Great Notion, I know you're going to be listening to this after I tag you in about a million things here after this. But if you're listening to the BeerDad and Brewed podcast, if we had the funds, we would love to come up there and do an episode there. That was.
I mean, this
so far your beer is amazing. We love it. I love your story. We love your story. Starting with as a home brewer and moving into that. That's. you don't. That's
Yeah.
our dream, right? So yeah, that's awesome. So if you're listening, we would love to do something with you guys in the future. But of course, we're starting small, so we don't have the budget to just randomly fly to Portland, Oregon. But
Well,
one day we will. And by the way, to help the BeerDad and Brewed podcast, go online, go to our pages on Instagram and Facebook. We have T-shirts available to help fund causes just like that. So if you want to hear more awesome BeerDad and Brewed content of us traveling all over, that's why we got those shirts for sale. They're not for us to just pocket it and live fat and sassy. It's so we can continue to churn out awesome product and awesome podcasts for you guys.
And have beers with friends.
And have beers with friends. So, and you guys are going to hear that later on tonight too. So, but yeah, Great Notion. You guys are awesome so far.
Yeah.
There's 2 for 2. You guys are batting 1,000 already.
Oh yeah, actually, I may have to make a appearance at some point because my beloved sister and her husband and my niece live just north of Portland in Vancouver, Washington, literally
Nice.
across the river.
Okay.
So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I got to get some time to get up there, not only visit some family, but say, I'll be back.
Well, it sounds like if we sell some more shirts, Josh, we can get our airfare and we might have a nice, cheap place to stay, right?
possibly.
There you go. So, well, log on to the BeerDad and Brewed podcast, Facebook and Instagram pages, and you can find the links to check out our bonfire page and support the BeerDad and Brewed podcast and buy an awesome shirt available in black or brown. So,
Yes.
also, Josh, you saw our new vinyl decals.
Yeah, looking bitchin'. I love it.
So anybody that we deal with in the mail, look for those because if you're looking for some porch bombs, you'll probably be getting some BeerDad and Brewed podcast decals inside your porch bombs from now on. So
Nice.
enjoy. And if anybody buys a shirt, show me your receipt, and I'll send you a decal as well. So with that being said, let's move on to the next beer.
Of course. All right, so we're going from tart territory to dark territory.
Oh boy. Beer Dad's excited because Beer Dad likes the stouts.
Now, of the Great Notion beers I've had, this one I've had actually before, and this is the Breakfast of Leisure.
Okay.
I did like it.
Yeah.
Sadly, I got like the end of the can, and it was a little warm, but I figure I'm going to enjoy the fuck out of this.
So I had this the other day as well because this is another double can that Boompa sent. And like everyone describes it, it is. It's like French toast in a glass. The smells on it are amazing. It's going to hit pretty hard, though, too. It's, I think, a little bit higher on the on content. I believe it's an Imperial Stout.
Yep.
Man,
That it
I can
is.
smell it from here.
Yeah.
So for those that are not here in the BeerDad and Brewed podcast studios, we're actually in the garage again. That's why I'm wearing my garage brewing hat. 11.25% on this Imperial Stout that we're going to have from Great Notion Brewing, Breakfast of Leisure.
Yes.
Yeah, but so Josh is probably, I don't know, 3 feet across from me, and he's pouring these beers, and I can smell them as he's pouring them. They smell amazing.
By the way, Sasquatch approved.
Sasquatch approved. All right.
I didn't realize I was going to be getting second breakfast today. This is great.
This is if you guys can get a hold of some Great Notion Brewing, let me tell you something. I already had this the other day, but just smelling it makes me think this is literally amazing. Like literally amazing.
Yeah. Breakfast in a glass.
Absolutely. Yep.
Fuck. Prost, man.
Roast. Wow.
Yeah. Much better than last time I had it. This is
Wow.
amazing. Damn.
I feel like I poured my coffee into a blender with my French toast and my maple syrup. Shit, even my scrambled eggs, my sausage, my biscuit, whatever else. And I blended that motherfucker and I put it in a beer. That's what this tastes like. This is crazy.
Yeah. Another thing I always love, and you tend to see it more pronounced with stouts than anything, but it's like the layering capability. And this is
Right.
how you know when you've really you've made your beer to precise levels and like perfection, is when you start getting this layering quality in the beer.
Yeah.
You know, like from first sip to last, you're like taking on a journey, and you get like for me, I get the nice chocolate coffee notes right up front, then I get into this like maple bready notes right after that. Then it kind of just sort of dissipates a little bit, and I'm left with this kind of lingering. I'm not even sure how to describe it, but a little bit like a coffee bite.
Yeah.
Towards the end, and it's just perfect.
But the crazy thing about this one is, and we always talk about how we like our beers to kind of rinse clean and stuff, but with this amazing flavor, the fact that it does that, and it's at 11%, this is crazy.
Yes. No, they did an amazing job with this one. It just keeps you coming back for more,
Yeah, it's dangerous because this, well, you already know, and everybody that listens to the show, the BeerDad loves his stouts. This is so dangerous because I could drink several of these.
Yeah, I could throw back a few.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna throw back another one here after this because we've got one more stout on deck. The last of the Great Notion that we're gonna be sampling here on the show. So this is man, I don't want to drink it. I want to savor it.
I know this is like for me. I'm just trying to like wrap my head around the different flavors. As a home brewer, I'm always thinking of like the judging side of things, the BJCP and stuff like that, because in order to be a better brewer, I feel like I got to be a better judge.
Yeah.
Like the more you're able to pick out those nuances and those flavors, the more you're going to be able to incorporate them in your own beer. And
right.
It's always awesome when you come across like perfect examples of just what's here. Obviously, I mean, this one isn't really like to style, just because they did throw some other fun stuff in there.
Yeah, some adjuncts and stuff.
Yeah. But I got to give credit where credit is due. This is a fine beer.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Great Notion. Again. Wow. So we're 3 for 3 now. Still batting 1,000 with Great Notion Brewing in Portland, Oregon, which I just found out is across the river or water. What is that? Ocean? What is that?
Columbia River.
Columbia River. Across the Columbia River from the master brewer himself, Joshua Kunkel's family.
Yeah.
Sister.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. My one and only sister. She's up that way. She's a damn good artist. She,
I know she did the can art for the collab you guys did with Melvin Brewing. Yeah.
Yep. If you ever got a chance to get your hands on some of the Melvin beer that we collaborated with the Coachella Valley Homebrew Club, sadly they didn't put the drawing or the art she did on the main part of the can. It's kind of a little off to the side, but I still think she did a damn good job, and everyone loved it. And in fact, some good friends of Will, who the can was commemorating, in honor of, they reached out to me and said, "Hey, could we use this artwork to do like logos, stickers, water bottles, and just to keep his memory alive?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, please, keep doing it
by all means."
Yeah. And they mailed me like a water bottle with that logo on it. It's pretty awesome, because he was an avid bicyclist, so I figure it just worked.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, actually, at some point I need to swing by their shop and pick up some stickers, because they made a whole crud load of stickers too.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
Breakfast of leisure.
As the what's the shit? I think I'm drinking these too fast.
Yeah. We're already 3 sheets, and we're only 3 cans in, which makes it 1.5 beers apiece.
What was it? The Brews and Doobs when they were doing their chugging?
Pinkies out.
Pinkies out.
That's right.
All right, then pinkies out.
Pinkies out. Let's do it. Pinkies out. Chug this.
I feel like I just committed abuse, but I'm happy for it.
That was alcohol abuse. Yeah. It was. I mean, I love chugging. I love the Brews and Doobs fam, and I love chugging with those guys. This beer right here, if you have a bunch of it laying around, sure, chug it, but enjoy this beer. For anybody that's never had Breakfast of Leisure from Great Notion Brewing, highly, highly, highly recommended. If the BeerDad was up to date on his Untapped, this beer right here would probably be a 4.5 for me.
Nice.
Maybe even a 4.75. And that's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good. Well, I mean, I gravitate towards more stuff. So these L's, these sours, fucking phenomenal too, but they're like more in the 4 range for me.
Yeah.
Which is still high.
No, yeah. I mean, you're giving them their due.
Yeah. Very, very high, and they're very good. The Blueberry Muffin, I think I liked a little more than Jammy Pants, but both of them are on par as some of the best beers I've had lately. But this Breakfast of Leisure, wow.
Yeah. No, it's got all the right notes, man.
Well, it's crazy because I've had some imperial stouts, recently, and my problem with them is that the booziness comes out so hard in them.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I like strong beers, but I don't want the booziness to overpower the flavor of the beer.
Yeah.
There's got to be a good balance. And this right here, all I'm tasting is these amazing breakfast flavors. I'm not tasting booze.
Yeah, it's definitely melded very well with the overall beer.
Absolutely.
And that's something, again, you definitely want to see for a really great beer is you're not necessarily masking the alcohol, but you're blending it. Like, it's there.
Right.
But it doesn't dominate, nor does it, like, completely disappear. No. It actually, like, enhances a lot of the other flavors. And
yeah, for sure.
This one's definitely right up the money.
Let's see here. Well, my texts are going off. Boompa is texting me. I told him thank you, and he said hoot. Yeah,
nice.
So always look forward to seeing Boompa chugging beers up in the 503.
Nice.
So let's see. The last beer we have from Great Notion. I'm so sad right now. I'm so sad, Boompa. I think I might need you to send me some more Great Notion.
Or if I find myself up there, I'll definitely swing by and pack my suitcase full of whatever I can get my hands on.
Josh will bring one pair of underwear, one pair of pants, and one shirt, and the rest of his suitcase will be all Great Notion Brewing.
Yeah, I kind of did that with Treehouse.
You did when you came back from Massachusetts.
Yeah. Yep. Like it was me and my buddy, and he had his suitcase completely packed as well, and he was actually over the limit by just a skosh. So he pulls me aside. We pop open his suitcase. We pull out the can that was like putting him over. He's like, "Here." Drink this.
Chug this
right here in the.
Don't worry, TSA is not watching right now. You're good.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was like, for me, I think I was a little over the weight limit too. But the guy who was picking up the luggage, I kind of slipped him, 20 and be like, hey man, good.
Hell yeah.
And he's just like, all right, fuck it.
There you go. That's
Threw it
awesome.
down. All right, so here's what we got. We got Peanut Brother.
Peanut Brother, another imperial stout.
Nice. Imperial milk stout with chocolate and peanut butter.
All right, well, everybody knows the BeerDad loves his peanut butter stouts.
And that
peanut butter porter that we had on the last episode, which was Carl Strauss.
Yeah.
Peanut butter cup porter was off the chain.
Amazing.
I have one crowler of that left, and I'm like, I want to drink it, and I don't. And then I'm like, man, crowlers don't usually last as long. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, it's packed pretty tight, so I'm thinking it might sit for a little while.
I was going to say, like, that seemed like they did a pretty good job, like, packing that one. I always order crowlers because if you leave even just a little bit of an air gap in there, you fuck your whole beer.
Yeah,
but sure. It seems like they become more commonplace, so I think people are kind of getting better about how to fill them. Like, you literally have to overfill them and then put the lid on there so it kind of spills over, But, all right, let me get into this. I'm talking too much. Oh, yeah.
Yes. God, I could smell the peanut butter already, and he just barely started pouring. Oh, jeez.
We're gonna do like a test here. I'm gonna just pour it from like 5 feet away. See
what's that smell? Peanut butter. God damn.
Blindfold test. All right, let me get you. Top you off here real quick. Don't worry, it's not Corona.
Yeah, no coronavirus in here. All right.
Well. Oh, God. Fuck.
Did you smell that? That is.
I think this might give Carl a run for his money, man.
Yeah, Carl Strauss, you better look out.
Yeah.
Peanut Brother from Great Notion Brewing.
Yeah.
God.
What are we looking at? Well, that was actually a little bit lower. 9%.
9%. So lower than the Breakfast of Leisure, but not lacking in peanut butter scent.
No,
that's
man,
for sure.
Like that, it's got that in spades, man.
Yeah. This is
and holy crap.
Wow.
Inviting.
Very inviting. I'm looking forward to this actually. So
it's almost like a scented candle. You could just leave it going all day.
Peanut butter scented candle. I love it.
Peanut butter beer scented candle. All right, well, cheers. Good
cheers.
sir.
Cheers to Boompa. This is our last Great Notion. So again, brother, you the man. Thank you so much. Hoot. Yeah, we're this one's for you, brother. What do you think there, Joshua?
That's pretty damn good.
That is good, huh?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It's right on par with Carl.
It is.
Like neck and neck here.
It is, and for different reasons.
Yeah.
But what I really like is the peanut butter flavor is dominant for me.
Yeah.
And I like that. But what I can say is we just had 4 beers from a brewery that's nowhere near us. Great Notion Brewing, Portland, Oregon. And by God, this is delicious.
Yeah. No,
Absolutely delicious.
And like you said, batting 1,000, 4 for 4 now. Or at least in my opinion, that's definitely 4 for 4.
Yeah, no, and then that big papaya, I should have saved it for you. I
no
was
worries.
selfish, sorry.
There'll be another time.
But that was delicious too. So 5 for 5 technically
Really
on
5
the
for-
Great
okay.
Notion. Yeah.
All right. I will trust your judgment on that.
So I would say that as our BeerDad and Brewed podcast funds start increasing and we start looking at traveling, Portland, Oregon's definitely on the map for us, and we were definitely going to see Andy, Paulie, and James and Ryan up at Great Notion Brewing because this is ridiculous.
Yeah. No, really, really good job. Guys, great job with all this. Keep the home brewing spirit alive because you're doing some amazing things.
Oh, man, absolutely. That's awesome. And, hey, if you guys are ever find yourself down in Southern California, we'll be happy to, put you up and have you on the show. Absolutely. This is, wow, Great Notion. Like I said, I have a notion that tonight's going to be a great notion, right? It was.
Indeed, and was.
Damn. Gosh, I want to savor this because it's the last one.
We'll just...
So fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, with Great Notion, you got to love the can art.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking badass. I love it. Jammy pants. Like a got the lumberjack dude walking around with jams in his pants. We got blueberry muffin. We got like a big old grizzly bear tossing back some blueberry muffins.
Like juggling.
And let's see, breakfast of leisure. You got Sasquatch cooking up some breakfast over the campfire.
That's what Sasquatch does.
Let's see. Peanut Brother looks like we got two rats, mouse. I'm not sure. I guess rats. I don't know. But they're high-fiving each other while one holds the mouse trap and then the other scooping up the peanut butter from the mouse trap. And they're high-fiving each other because they're enjoying their peanut butter. So
kind of like what we are.
Really cool can art. The BeerDad's fridge actually has Great Notion labels slapped on the BeerDad fridge.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool.
Very cool.
But yeah, wow, Great Notion.
Yeah.
Good shit, huh?
I'll high five to that.
High five. Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Indeed, yeah.
I am very excited.
It's funny. This is like another beer. You could just kind of take it down, have another,
Absolutely.
take that down too.
This is definitely boner-worthy beer for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, Josh, I don't know if you know this, but the BeerDad was actually placed on Facebook jail recently. Can you believe that? I don't normally post anything racy, but here's what happened. One of the Brews and Dubes guys put up this amazing video. I think it was his fridge. I can't remember what it was, right?
Yeah.
And I go to the GIFs, right? This is the GIF search in Facebook and typed in like very excite or whatever. And there was a GIF of like, I don't know, some movie. I don't know if it was American Pie. I don't know what it was. But the guy had a boner and like he's being turned by the girls in the class and he's got like a boner in his pants or whatever. Yeah, he's like super excited or whatever. A little racy, yes, but available if you search on Facebook's own search for the GIFs. And I posted it and immediately shut down. Facebook jail 24 hours. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, you gotta love algorithms because they are unforgiving and, well, most of the time mindlessly stupid.
Well, you know, I'm not a fan of Zuckerfuckerberg, so if he gets a hold of this podcast, yeah, fuck you, dude. That's just ridiculous because literally it was in your search engine. So if it's in your search engine, it shouldn't put me in Facebook jail, right? So
you think there would be an algorithm for exception,
right? It was just me
oh,
saying
wait,
I was
algorithm for common sense,
right? It was just me saying I was excited to see all this beautiful beer. What the fuck's wrong with that?
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like people.
Facebook.
Facebook, yes.
Face Place. Remember MySpace? Let's go back to MySpace.
Yeah.
I think we need a BeerDad and Brewed podcast page on MySpace. Tom, he'll be our first friend.
Yeah.
Remember that guy? The guy sitting at his desk with his thumbs up?
And along with all the awesome music.
Yeah, you could have music on your page. I mean,
you can go HTML fucking crazy with all the woo-woo. You know.
Oh, you should have seen my
strobe
MySpace.
light.
Bro. This was, we're taking it back to what, 2000, 99, 2000,
late 90s,
2001?
early 2000s.
Yeah, bro, my MySpace was off the chain. I had Generation X music. I had neon green shit everywhere. It said "suck it" everywhere. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, pictures of Carmen Electra, Jenny McCarthy, Pamela Anderson. You know, dude, it was MySpace. Let's go back to that.
You know,
Facebook. Ugh.
Yeah, which is funny because I was actually one of the first people to get on Facebook when it was still just for college students.
Right.
A lot of people don't realize that that's how they started.
And this is how it got sold to me, not the college part, but it got sold to me. Are you tired of MySpace and all the crazy pictures and music and blah, 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 blah? You come over to Facebook and it's no pictures, just words, people talking to each other with a common interest. It's way laid back, right? Let's flash forward to now.
Yeah.
Facebook is jacked up.
Yeah, I think as soon as it like went public and was like, everyone get on board, and then it's like, fuck you.
Yeah, and by the way, Facebook, big fucking spies. Let me tell you something. Right now, our phones are listening, and I can tell you we have proof. So I was talking to another guy, which, by the way, we have some beers coming from Illinois.
Nice.
And we were talking back and forth, and I was asking him if he's had a chance to go to Kings and Convicts, which is in the Chicago area. And I was telling him the story about how they just recently purchased Ballast Point, brought them back to an independent brewery. And it was cool conversations. Oh, yeah, I know. Great. Thanks for the history, blah, blah, blah. And then today he sends me a thing saying on his Facebook feed, a story about Kings and Convicts buying Ballast Point pops up. Motherfucker.
Yeah. It's sort of like, oh, you didn't know about this? Here, let's just serve you better.
Yeah. You don't think there is not a Big Brother. Let me tell you, Big Brother's name is Mark Zuckerberg or whatever the hell his name is, Facebook guy.
Yeah.
He's listening, and he's definitely tapped into everything you have.
Oh, yeah. That's why I just kind of like rolled it back a little bit.
Absolutely.
Though, kind of a stupid flex, but I am the first Joshua Kunkel on Facebook.
The very first.
Yeah, if like all the subsequent people with the same fucking name, it's like this one.
So
two,
when you search
three.
Joshua Kunkel, you're the first that pops up.
I am the first one. I don't even have a number.
Yeah. By the way, everyone,
I am the guy.
all our listeners, which by the way, last time I checked, we were like 900 listeners.
Sweet.
We're getting there. But all our listeners, if you want to follow Joshua Kunkel, look him up. He's the first one.
He's the first one.
Yeah. So. But at any rate, we just finished our Great Notion Brewing part of the podcast here. All I got is nothing but love for Great Notion.
And a drop, down to the last drop.
Yeah, maybe I got, there's barely a drop in mine.
Oh, yeah. Good to the last drop.
So, again, quick review. We started with Blueberry Muffin. Then we had some Jammy Pants. Then we had Breakfast of Leisure. And then we ended with Peanut Brother. So, 2 sour ales and 2 imperial stouts that were both amazing. Yeah. All 4 for 4, batting 1,000. Great Notion Brewing, Portland, Oregon. Go check those guys out. Follow them on Instagram. Follow them on Facebook.
Drink their beer.
If you guys are from the Pacific Northwest, send beer to the BeerDad and Brewed podcast. We won't be mad at you, I promise.
I was just thinking I may have to start reaching out to my sister.
Yeah, right? Well, we got Boompa.
Yeah.
Boompa, when he's available and he can make a release and he can grab us some stuff. All we got to do is send him some SoCal love, and he'll return the favor with some Great Notions. So that's awesome. So this is truly amazing, awesome segment on the podcast. I'm really, really stoked. So again, Boompa, you the man. Hoot hoot.
Hoot hoot.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff.
All right. Well, that'll wrap up the Great Notion segment of the podcast, and we're going to move into the next segment of the podcast. Where we are actually going to, so we talked about this earlier, Josh. We're calling it Beers with Friends, Beers with Bros, whatever we want to call it. I don't know. We might put a vote up for an official name for this segment. But essentially what this is about for all our listeners, 900 plus listeners all over the world. If you're interested, yes, absolutely. Thank you. Keep listening, sharing us, get all your friends to listen. But if you're interested in being on our show, and you want to have beers with us, this is all you got to do. So let's say you have your favorite brewery in your whatever city you're from. Go buy 4 beers.
Yeah.
2 of each, right? Or more, depends on how much we want to drink with us. But start simple, send us 2 to 4 beers, but you keep the same 2 to 4 beers, right? And if you're hard up and you really need help with shipping or something, we might be able to help you with that as well. Yeah, but send us a private message. We'll get you all the shipping details. Send us those beers, and it could be your home brews, which we love sampling home brews, and it could be something that your favorite brewery from your city. Send it to us. We will schedule a time, and we will actually do we will have you on the podcast with us, and we will drink the beers. And this is why I want you to have doubles, because you're going to drink the beers with us, and you're going to be part of the show, which is awesome through the power of internet and cell phones and everything else. So with that being said, we're actually going to do that tonight because we were sent some beers from our good friends in Branson, Missouri, Matt Martin and Craig Snyder. So we're going to be calling them here in a little bit, but real quick, Josh, I'm going to have you go to the BeerDad fridge and grab those beers for us.
All right, go ahead and point them out.
All right. So this is really cool. I'm really excited. We've been trying to hook up. They sent us the beers a little bit ago. We've been trying to set this up so that we can get this done. So so it's those 2 bottles. Those are the home brews, and then there should be 2 cans of craft beer. There's I think Distill Brewing and Moonbase or something like that. Yes. And yes. So at any rate, these boys sent us some beers, and they have the exact same beers lined up for them that back there, and I believe they're in their garage as well. So we're actually going to FaceTime these fools, which is great. We're going to have them on the podcast. Well, I see Matt. Where's Mr. Craig?
He's right here, buddy. I'm here.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
So,
how do we sound?
you sound better than last time. It doesn't sound like you're in a thunderstorm.
All right. We got a microphone being braced by a rock.
That is some fancy technology, gentlemen. I love it. So,
we got a good backdrop.
Yes, so I just introduced you guys. I kind of told them about our new segment that we have here on the BeerDad and Brewed podcast. You guys actually sent some beers out to us, a mix of home brews as well as some craft beers that are close to your area. You guys are back in Branson, Missouri, and Mr. Craig and Matt have been home brewing for a little while now. Mr. Craig was actually on episode 1 of the BeerDad and Brewed podcast. He came out and brought some home brew.
Some good stuff.
So I'm excited to try these stouts that he made that are naturally carbonated stouts. So we're gonna give those a whirl.
For those in the homebrewing community, that's known as bottle conditioning.
Bottle conditioning.
Bottle
I like
conditioning.
It.
Yeah.
So
One is stout, the other is not.
that's right. And so we're also checking out. We got Matt Martin. We're in Matt Martin's garage. Which, by the way, if anybody have researched hashtag man cave garage goals, you will find Matt Martin's garage because he's got probably the most bitchin' garage. I would love to bring him out here to the BeerDad's garage and just say, all right, just here's $200 and you got a week, do whatever the fuck you want out here. And I bet you I'll come out to the most bitchin' fucking garage you've ever seen because his garage is bitchin'. No, it's great. It really is.
Beer eye for the fly guy.
Beer eye for the fly guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So boys, we I'll give you a little info on what we did. We actually, this episode that we did was dedicated to Great Notion Brewing in Portland, Oregon. We had a bunch of beers sent to us from Portland, Oregon, and we did a Great Notion episode. Great brewery, so if you guys ever have a chance to get a hold of beers from there, ridiculous. Yeah. All 4 that we had were amazing. There were 2 imperial stouts, one called Peanut Brother, which was a peanut butter imperial stout, and then the other was Breakfast of Leisure, which was a basically breakfast in a jar. Ridiculous. Tastes like French toast. And then we had two sour ales. One was Jammy Pants, and the other one was what was the other one?
There's
Blueberry muffin.
blueberry muffin. That was a good
and
one.
Matt, you would like that one. It tastes like a damn
Oh my
blueberry
gosh,
muffin.
Yes.
Yeah, here we go, guys.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see this can art there, but cool stuff. Yeah, they're a cool brewery up in Portland. So if you guys can get a hold of some of that stuff, or if I ever get some more, I'll try to send you some. But at any rate, we have your beers that you sent. So we're gonna save the home brew for last because I think those are gonna be great.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let's crack open. Let's start with the. You want to do the hazy or what's the other one?
We got
Stout?
Touch of Haze and what was Moonbase
I
here?
think that's a stout.
Whichever one you want to do.
Pick your poison.
Yeah.
That's a stout, isn't it?
Porter. Robust Porter. Okay, let's do
Do hazy first.
do Hazy, yeah.
All right. So we're gonna do the Distill Brewing.
All right.
Let me reach in the beer fridge.
Okay.
Look at this.
See, we can time this right, get ourselves a crack it open at the same time.
We're gonna try.
All right.
Ready?
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that was like in stereo. I love it.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Oh crap! I can smell this already.
All right. So Josh, do the honors. Go ahead and pour us some. This is a Distill Brewing. Mr. Craig, this is from Illinois. Where'd you pick this up?
Well, I bought that up around St. Louis.
Okay.
So, yeah, I believe that is the Illinois company.
Yes.
All right. So we're pouring. I see you guys pouring as well.
Nice.
By the
All
way,
right.
I like that. I like that color.
what do you guys think about this pint glass here?
Oh my gosh!
Wow, that's-
Golly. Yeah, I need some of those.
I'll send you guys some decals. So this is let me do a little research here. This is Distill Brewery, a touch of hazy IPA with Mosaic and Cascade hops, something
Oh,
Josh
shit.
and I have used before.
Yep.
Support flavor and boycott bland. I like their little motto there.
That's a good one. I like that.
Brewed and canned by Distill Brewery in Normal, Illinois.
Normal.
You
There's
know
a town
what,
called
Justin,
Normal.
you're not gonna like this. You might just want to put the glass down and hand it to Josh. You're not gonna like this.
No, it's terrible, huh?
All right.
It's
Well,
Let me get that last.
I was
little
gonna say
bit.
it smells pretty damn good.
Let's see. Let me look at the color here.
Ooh, I like
It
that.
almost looks frozen. Look at that.
It's like a beer slushy.
Yeah. So
Oh, it smells so good. The aromas, the hops, the citrus. It really kind of invades your nose. You
Yeah.
want more.
Oh yeah.
I definitely get a lot of citrus.
Well, Cascade's like coming through big time because Cascade gives a little bit of this like grapefruity note, and this is like sweet grapefruit, man. It's great. I love it.
Sorry, boys, but just for Instagram purposes, I'm going to screenshot something real quick.
Okay. All right. Actually, I took the label off this can and put it on the back of my iPhone with a clear case because I think the label, along with the taste of the beer, how awesome it is just worth it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we all have.
That is actually a pretty cool label.
We all have a little bit of facial hair ourselves. So
It's like
there's
Yeah.
a bearded skull guy on the cover.
It's like a mustachioed like pirate skull, man. It's
I love
great.
it. I love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah. So we're in the garage as well. Oh, great, low battery. That's just what we need. I think we're good though. No, we'll be able to crank through
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So anyways, we're in my garage as well.
Yep.
We did this the last episode, and it went really well. So I thought, we'll get a little more space in here. And,
Yeah.
the little So it's not as nice as yours man cave there, Mr. Martin, but
Mine took 15 years, buddy. 15 years of going to flea markets, buying stuff, making stuff with Craig. This didn't just happen. It's a labor of love.
I like it. All right, well, Distill Brewing with some touch of haze.
Yeah, I was gonna say good job, Distill.
Now, Justin, I basically bought this on basically nothing but can art.
So you pulled a Jose.
You pulled a Jose. Yep.
I did. I just walked through there and I was looking at cans and I thought, this is an interesting label. I'm just going to buy it. I didn't even read it. I just
like your
grabbed
thinking.
it
Yeah.
by pure label.
So liking can art as well as knowing what type of beers that you boys like, I have a suggestion for you two. If you're up to the task, about a 6 to 7 hour drive for you guys. So this is a little bit of a road trip, which would be fun. There's a brewery in Bloomington, Illinois called Little Beaver Brewery. And actually, Josh, that's what we have coming to us.
Oh, nice.
But
Okay.
you guys need to get up there since you're so close and check it out. They got some crazy beers, including some peanut butter stouts and ales and sours and crazy fruited beers. But it looks off the chain. So you guys got to try to get up there.
Okay.
Little Beaver Brewery. And I figured you'd like that, Mr. Craig, being that your brewery is going to be called the Bearded Beaver Man Brewery. So one love to all the beavers. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Justin, I even made pallet coasters.
Oh, those are dope. I love it. I love it.
All right, that's probably one of the single most amazing things I've seen in a long time. So
I got a set
good
of 6.
job.
I just made them.
Hey, if you make some more and send them to us, we'll use them.
I was gonna say, man,
I absolutely will.
Yeah.
that is like the definition of just oozing creativity right there, man.
You bet Jose, man. You can't just have a beer. You gotta have a beer on the pallet.
That's fucking dope.
that is awesome.
You literally just, I mean, you would probably, if you tried to sell those at like a flea market or something, you'd probably sell the shit out of them.
I know, but I just don't think like that. I do my 9 to 5, come home, make beer with Craig, and build stuff. And there's a lot of ideas that.
Yeah.
I
I was gonna say that's the best way to do it, man. I had a little bit of that the other night. I made some beer for my girlfriend's friend's wedding that I went to yesterday, and I was up till like 2 a.m. building some random little fucking pouring sculpture thing because I was like, it's a wedding. You don't need party taps at a wedding. Let's make it nice, kind of thing. So
people love that.
oh yeah,
I love it. That's awesome. All right, so Distill Brewing. Let's finish these up there, Josh.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Where'd yours go, Matt?
Well, I already drank mine because it's delicious.
Yeah.
She's empty.
Yep.
I love that citrus. I love the hoppiness. I like
Yeah.
the aroma. It's finished. It's clean.
Yeah.
It's just really good beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and Matt, you
Agreed.
were similar, and I know Craig was too. You guys didn't like IPAs before, but now that you've tried these hazy
We used
New
to dump
England
them in
style,
water.
you guys like them now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Love them.
Yeah.
Especially hazy.
Oh, the hazies
Yeah.
and the juicies. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
go crazy for them.
I love it. All right, so the next one that we have here is
Moonbase.
Moonbase.
Let's open the old magic fridge from 1945.
Are they in? They're from Missouri, right? This brewery,
I think
I
so.
believe that one's from St. Louis. Yeah.
St. Louis,
Yeah.
Missouri.
St. Louis. All right. Going.
Oh, the old Frigidaire, the magic wonders. All
But-
right.
By the
That's
way,
another-
when you guys check out that screenshot, I'll post it later on the podcast page.
Yeah.
Matt's
Oh,
got
yeah.
the most awesome retro refrigerator you've ever seen, and he takes care of that motherfucker. This guy will defrost it.
I rewired the whole thing.
He defrosts it like clockwork. He has a schedule, and it's badass. Just love it, Matt. I love your garage. All right, let's crack it open. All right, you got the can ready? You guys got that can?
I'm good. I'm ready. Like pulling a pin, man. On a
All right,
grenade.
all right. On the count of 3, we're cracking the Moonbase. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah!
And we got to switch glasses.
Time for some porter.
That is a viscous.
It is a
porter.
very viscous and dark porter. Usually porters aren't this dark.
Yeah. Typically, you can kind of see through them. This one is pouring like motor oil.
So based on color, if I was judging, I would say this is closer to a stout than a porter.
Yeah. And
Even the head looks like a stout.
yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
of course, you got the beer Bible there.
I do
Have you
have
had a
the beer
chance to
Bible.
read some
I've
more?
been reading some. Boys, you need the beer Bible. Just
Yeah.
want to throw that out there. You can pick
Awesome.
that up on Amazon.
Awesome
It's
book.
an amazing book.
The beer Bible.
Beer
The Beer
Bible.
Bible.
Yeah.
Greg's got it.
Yeah.
You got the beer Bible?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was, I'm always constantly trying to learn, especially as a home brewer, and I'm always going to be exposed to new things. That's the beauty of this hobby.
Absolutely.
Always something new. But I did find out that porter and stout more or less are the same exact beer
They are,
historically.
right?
Really,
Wow.
the only difference was you had porter and stout porter.
Yeah.
You know, meaning a more robust, more alcoholic version of a porter. But
Correct.
you know, porter was kind of the baseline.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of funny nowadays. We look at this and go, "Oh, this looks like a stout." It's like, well, traditionally, it's still a fucking porter.
I love it.
So
I tell you, this right here is a dark beer that no light can shine through, but the foam and the beer is very
yeah.
smoky, very caramely, and
Oh yeah.
absolutely amazing.
6.6.
6.6, so it'll be easy drinking. All right, let's see. Let's get the old BeerDad's. I'm going to try the old BeerDad's eyes here. So this is a Moonbase Robust Porter by Rockwell Beer Company in St. Louis, Missouri. I love the can art. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's kind of a shout out. It's almost like a cross. So we're in space, right?
Yeah.
But it looks like a cross between Masters of the Universe, because that looks like the Castle of
Yeah, I
Grayskull.
was looking at okay.
But that also looks like Deadpool.
That is the exact reason I bought this, was because of your other podcast.
You were thinking about He-Man?
Yeah. When
Yeah.
I saw that, I just grabbed it and I thought, wait a minute, that's not the same
Yeah.
beer, but I'm buying it because it's cool.
He dresses like that every night.
Moonbase
Hey.
Destination. Oh, we went dark, boys. There we go. Moonbase Destination Dark Side. Dark Side.
This is an interesting beer. I'm not gonna lie.
I love the can.
It's dark, it's rich, it's not hard drinking, it's easy drinking. It's just
It tastes a lot like a stout.
Well, it's kind of dry to me. Like it's
Yes.
like, you know, it's got a very light body despite the appearance. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have worked way down.
This is the scent on it. What I like about the scent is you don't get a whole lot of like we were drinking that Great Notion earlier, and we had strong peanut butter, strong like maple syrup. This is I smell porter.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah. You get a little bit of like a.
You guys check this in on Untapped later.
Oh, I know why. Now I know why Matt and Craig like this beer, because I just took my first sip, boys. Very smoky flavored.
Yeah.
Yes, it has that smoke. It's a robust, rich. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's almost like.
I mean, I get even like a little bit of like a coffee note in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
A dark roast, like when you order a coffee and they make it a little too strong.
Yeah.
But then you taste it and you crave more. That's what this tastes like.
I like it.
Yeah, and I'm always thinking like a dry chocolate. You know, sometimes you leave the chocolate like Hershey's Kiss out.
Like
You know, and you kind of like bite into it, and then you get a little bit of that going on.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, a little bit of that smoke. It actually even reminds me a little bit if you ever had Alaskan or Alaska Brewery. They do their beechwood smoke, or not beechwood smoke. It's a kind of a type of wood they use up there for the salmon for smoking, but it's their smoked porter. It has a little bit of that going on to it as well.
Yes.
Well, some of the grains that we can buy around here that are smoked, it's either tiki wood smoked or it's peat moss smoked.
Peat
So,
moss could be kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to use very little of that because the smoke is extremely heavy.
Oh
Speaking of smoking, since you guys are back in the Midwest, you smoked any meat lately, boys?
Oh yeah. I keep the old smoker pretty warm.
Do a lot of sand on
Well-
cedar pieces of wood.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm thinking the next time, Mr. Craig, that if your trailer, it should, because it's brand new, but I'm thinking the next time that you come out and bring Poppy out here and come for a visit, I'm thinking you should bring that smoker. Well,
You know,
also
I don't see
that
very many smokers
also
like
that
in
beautiful
your neighborhood.
that beautiful sexy specimen sitting next to you, club him over the head and throw him in the back of the truck too.
I will. I'll come. I promise.
You better. You better.
I want to come to California. I want to taste food. I want to enjoy the drinks. I want to see the culture.
And we're going to make him wear one of those flat-billed hats.
Oh my god!
Yes. I got one on right now.
As opposed to the what are they
As
called?
opposed to the dad hat.
Dad hats. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold the phone, baloney bone. I don't know about that.
We have flat-bill, buddy.
Really?
I think you know what. I think it'd be great though, Matt, if you came back and Teresa greets you at the door, and you've got a black like SoCal shirt and some black shorts and some black socks with a flat bill cap. I think she will like.
The only thing you're missing from that is sandals with socks, and I'd be rocking it.
That's totally Inland Empire, brother.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
You'll fit right in.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you
I-
definitely.
You know, for you guys, I'd do it.
Oh
I'd do it.
man, I love it. Yeah, you definitely. Next time Mr. Craig brings Poppy out here, you definitely got to do that.
I'll come. I need to get out, need to explore the world and see other parts and the food and the drinks from California.
Well, I mean, just for the In-N-Out burger alone, that's
Oh, that, my goodness.
yeah.
Hey, yeah, I'm in Craig want to do a 4x4s.
I just did you get that snap I sent the other day? I had a 3x2.
Yes, I saw it.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is a 3x2?
Well,
I was screaming.
I
There's
wasn't
still
quite
pieces
hungry
there,
enough for the
Chris.
4x4,
Yeah.
and I'm not a big fan of cheese, so I like the 3 patties with just the 2 slices of
Okay,
cheese.
that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. And then I get those chopped peppers on there.
Oh,
Dang, son.
Cheese.
You're made of 50% cheese. He's not a fan of cheese.
Not a fan of cheese.
Dude, that's like saying I'm like a camel. Wow.
Wow.
it's okay. I usually do my 4x4s with grilled onion. And just,
Animal style, boys, and that's all you need to know.
nah, man, I can't do that.
So the first time Mr. Craig came out to California. Well, it wasn't his first time, but the first time out here with us, and we took him to In-N-Out Burger. I go, this is what you need to order. You're gonna order a 4x4 animal style with chopped peppers. He goes, can you order that for me?
Yeah, I was like, what?
I thought you was pulling my leg. I thought you was gonna. I thought I was gonna look like an idiot up there.
Yeah.
ordering
Oh, and I told him to tell him animal style on his French fries, and he was like, what?
Well, see, that's the crazy thing is,
So,
It was amazing.
so Matt, animal style French fries, they literally put grilled onions and the spread, which is basically Thousand Island, and then a bunch of melted cheese on top of your French fries.
Oh my! Oh wait, okay. Let me soak that in.
It's amazing.
Holy cow! Yes, I would like some more of that, please.
Yeah. So when you come out here, Matt, we'll go to In-N-Out Burger.
oh yeah,
Thank you.
indoctrinate you into the
Oh, yeah, I'm hook, line, and sinker all day long.
If we get you a 4x4 animal style and animal style fries, you'll be able to cruise through at least 18 breweries in one day.
Well, and then there's going to be a chance where Matt's going to be musical, but I will be there for you.
I love it. All right, so what do you guys think of this brewery? This is
You know,
Rockwell.
I really like this beer. I would give this easily 4.5 stars out of 5.
Yeah,
that's pretty high. That's good.
I think
That's high.
it's
That's high.
a good beer if you've had a meal. You're kind of relaxing at the end of the day, and it's a good beer to have just right before you go to bed or just to chill out. You're not going to have more than one, but it's very thick, it's rich, and it's satisfying.
yeah.
Yeah, I like it. This is a good beer to have like with a steak dinner.
I could see that.
Yeah.
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 Actually, no, you hit the nail on the head because I'm getting kind of like that. I don't know. For me, I'm a big. I think I have a sensitivity to the coffee, Nick, but it's got a little bit like that coffee ground kind of quality to it.
Yeah.
You know, and along with that smokiness, and yeah, that would be a really good pairing right there.
Yeah, get me a big old ribeye with a nice baked potato
Yep.
and some.
Side of
Hey,
Martin.
Brussels sprouts or asparagus, boys? Which ones do you like better?
I like asparagus.
Asparagus. You know, see, asparagus is the gift that keeps on giving because when you piss the next day, everybody knows you ate asparagus.
Yeah.
I actually now here's a true story. Me and Craig were at a car show, and we both were pissing. And the guy next to us goes, "Oh my God, you had the asparagus." I'm like, "Yes, I did." It's like opening the oven. It just hits you in the face, and it just kept slapping you.
Oh, yeah.
It is a very strong scent.
Smell like
Yes.
asparagus.
It's a very strong scent. Whatever's in the
Yes, it
asparagus
is.
that does that to
Yes,
you,
it is.
but it's fucking delicious though, so I don't care.
Oh, yeah, I love it all day long.
Oh yeah.
Little
You ever
olive oil,
wrap
salt,
that? You ever wrap that bitch in bacon?
Grill.
You ever wrap that bitch in bacon?
all
No,
day long?
no.
Yeah.
Oh
I've
man,
never had bacon.
Bacon? Oh, yes, sir.
I've never tried
you
it.
got to wrap your asparagus in bacon, Mr. Craig.
All day long.
I guess I'll
You
I
try
think you
it.
can kind of wrap everything in bacon and
Well, yeah, that's true. You could wrap just about
Yes.
anything in bacon and it
He's
tastes
had it
delicious.
wrapped in bacon. He doesn't remember because we had the drinks.
And I might have had a lot of drinks that day. If I don't remember.
You ate the bacon with the toothpick, sir.
Damn. Oh,
I did?
Yes, you did.
Good, great.
I love it. All right, well, let's we'll finish this moon base up.
Cheers.
Yes, sir. Bros.
Prost.
All right, Josh. Let's start with this one.
Honestly, here, I'm looking at you guys on the phone, and I thought Josh had like a face mask on. because
It kind of looks like it,
I don't
doesn't
know
it?
what it is about Josh, but he keeps his head perfectly. Yeah,
There
he doesn't move. Do you have Josh in a harness? The poor
We do.
man-
No,
Tell me you're fixing to Josh.
this is just a cutout of me.
He's
Okay,
not.
show me.
He's not really here.
I just thought he had a mask on.
It kind of looks like I'm going like ninja status on this right now.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna crack in. So, Mr. Craig, I don't really know what you got going on here because I don't see any names on here. Did you write
I
anything?
know what it is. I know what it is.
There's a Sharpie. I wrote on
Wait,
there
I
with
see a Sharpie on.
Okay, so the front of this bottle says 1-15.
That's a date.
1-15.
That's what it says on the front.
I'm thinking date.
Okay, present. Yeah.
And then the other one says like 1-25, I think.
I thought I saw some
Okay,
right.
the 25 is the stout. The 1-15 is what I'm calling dark honey day.
Oh, wait, hold on. There's some writing. Well, yeah, this one says stout.
Okay, so we'll do the 1-15 first then.
I see.
1-15.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
one level plus SP.
All right.
Now
So
that's what I'm calling.
do you have a knife in your pocket?
Yep, I do.
All right.
I always
put
do.
those- Oh, jeez! Did you see that knife? Did you see that?
Oh,
I taped it up so that it wouldn't come open on
Yeah.
his.
I'm glad. I'm glad it made it there, and next guys get to enjoy it.
Yes.
Well, the best part was, so you sent it you sent it with my mother-in-law, and TSA gladly inspected her suitcase, and they left her a little
Yes.
note.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
All right. So this beer, I'm calling it Dark Honey Dank.
I love this beer.
Dark honey
Because-
dank.
Yes. So
Let you do the
I was
honors on that one.
reading- I was doing some reading on different ingredients and stuff on beer. One of the grains that a lot of people dislike is the dark crystal, and a lot of people say, get rid of the dark crystal. This should be banned. It should never be made, or it shouldn't be grown and made for beer.
Ooh.
And I thought,
Sorry.
why? Why is this grain so bad? So I purchased some, and I made beer out of it. So there's my dark. There's the dark crystal.
All right.
Very nice.
I did put some honey in it.
You're gonna want to probably pop that away from the electrical equipment.
Probably.
Oh, yeah,
So
it's
I'm
got
gonna
a little pop.
I'm gonna pop
See that
this.
little pop?
It's been sitting in
And
the
then
fridge for a
the,
while.
The dank.
Oh
That's
yeah.
not too bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like champagne.
So the dank in it, I used Columbus hops
Ooh.
for the aromas, and the description for the Columbus, one of them is dank.
Nice.
So
Whoa!
dark
That
honey
thing
dank.
is it popped pretty scary.
Should we use
Yeah.
the cups?
I'm gonna use these cups.
All right.
You guys, I'm telling you, you're going to. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Now, is this a beer that both of you guys made together, or what's the story with this one?
Did you have me on this one?
I was. Yeah, I came Saturday morning.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is
6
one that-
a.m. 6 a.m. brew. 6 a.m.
Ooh.
brew.
That's a start.
Break it down there. We are joined here at the BeerDad and Brewed podcast by Jiminy Cricket because we're in the garage and there's a big fucking cricket on the floor right now.
All right, Jiminy, sing us a song.
But
Yeah.
say that is usually for fish bait.
That's right.
Now,
All right, Dark Honey Dank
Dark
from
Honey Dank.
Mr. Craig and Mr. Matt Martin. There it is.
Yeah.
I was aiming for a German style beer with some grains that people say they hate.
Grains that they
Now,
hate.
when you're talking crystal, what level bond were we looking at here when you were saying dark?
Well, it was just labeled as dark crystal.
Was it like practically black, like burnt, or was it like kind of
No, it was very
Like-
very goated.
like a calico kind of just all over the place, or
Yeah.
Because when I think of like dark crystal, like the one I'm used to using, especially for like my porters, is like 120 level bond, and that thing has almost like an amber color, and it made me wonder if that might be the same one, because I'm looking at your beer here, and I see just like dark amber color.
Yeah.
By the way, beautiful color.
This
Beautiful
color looks a lot like an Irish red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did cold crash this one, just the way Mr. Crunkle there instructed me.
Glad to help.
Yeah, I think it come out as a beautiful beer, and be honest with you, now this beer.
I like this beer. This is good.
I kept the temperature really low on this one, and the finishing gravity was extremely low. It finished around 1.006.
Really? 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be frank with you. This reminds me a lot of like an Oktoberfest. Like the good Oktoberfest we did, like on, was it episode 3 or 4? Yeah.
That was a lot of drinking ago, but I haven't taken a sip yet, so let the beer dad get it.
Please, like.
Try a sip, sir. Try a sip.
Now, I'm curious, did you use a German yeast strain, or what type of yeast you?
Oh yeah, that tastes like a Marzen.
I know, it's like
through and
straight
through.
up, man. Sorry,
I just had Craig, Mr. Craig. I just had shades of you and I dancing on top of tables in Munich, Germany.
Yes. I did too. When I first tasted it, I thought this is very German-like.
Yeah.
I used SO4
Okay.
dry yeast, which is a Belgium style yeast.
I think you need to rename this beer to tabletop Munich Marzen.
Tabletop Munich Marzen. I took very good notes on this beer. And this
If you still have it, Craig, if you still have the recipe for this, I'm telling you right now. If for your brewery, if you make this your Oktoberfest beer, this is gonna make you money.
No, seriously, this is about as Oktoberfest as you're gonna get, and this actually reminded me of the the really good Oktoberfest we tried during the episode. Like, I know there was
the
like
Warsteiner.
the Warsteiner and stuff. Yeah, it was like some bitching.
Josh likes.
Oh, Josh very much likes.
Yeah.
No, you just stole my heart, motherfuckers.
All I see is a forehead over there. It's like, I see Justin and a forehead.
Oh shit!
Josh,
You just stole my heart.
Well, I'm tickled you guys love this beer.
This is a really, really good beer, guys. Really good job. Really good job.
So, Josh, is Mr. Craig too late to send beers for the competition you guys have coming up?
No. If you're, the Homebrew Club, Coachella Valley, we're doing a competition. It's kind of a fundraising deal. We do it with Animal Rescue Friends, which is a no-kill animal shelter. So we're doing it as just straight fundraiser. But look up Paws, like Animal Paws, Paws, Paws for Rhythm and Brews. Just go on the website. They got a bunch of information about it. But as a Homebrew Club, we're doing the festival part. Or actually, if you're, I don't know why I didn't think of this, but goddamn light. Sorry. If you want, look up comp.cvhomebrewers.org, and that'll actually be the official competition website where you can register and send your beers and pay for them and everything.
Yeah. So basically, he sends 5 beers or something.
No, not even that. Like 2 bottles.
Send 2 bottles.
2 12-ounce bottles. We're charging
okay.
If you do just the one entry, it's like $10. If you do multiple entries, it's like $8 an entry. I mean, it's a little high, but we're doing it as a fundraiser because we're giving all the money to the animal shelter.
Well, yeah.
And
Absolutely.
and by the way, the BeerDad will probably help with some judging. Just saying.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I volunteer myself.
Yeah.
You're sacrificing yourself for.
But hey, and I can't be biased because the way the judging works is I won't know if it's your beer or not because it's all kind of almost like blindfolded type deal.
Oh, it's like a double blind.
Yeah. So, but I can tell you right now, if you enter this as a
Marzen
Marzen
or international lager,
Yeah.
International Amber Lager.
I think you'll do quite well, Mr. Craig.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
I think you would. I think you take. I think you kick some ass with this one.
Just out of the box here with the lighting, with that flat bill cap you got on, Justin, it looks like you have a unibrow. I'm teasing. I love you, buddy. I love you. Don't zoom in. Nobody's saying.
He's like, I don't need to see more of that mug.
They love this sexy mug.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
We all
Oh,
love
yeah.
beer. We all love.
Hey, we
different
appreciate you guys listening to the podcast, because I know when I look at the stats, I see a ton of downloads in the Branson area. So I know it's you two.
And we're listening, and we love you, and we like the fact that it's not about popularity, it's not about money, it's about beer, people that love beer, people that don't abuse beer, and they love the culture and the making of it.
Damn right.
And the drinking of it.
And the yes.
Or sorry, the results of drinking it.
We're obviously paying about 3 cents a glass here in Branson.
You know what?
We realize now
Let's
we
finish
can
that.
afford
Yeah,
to
let's
drink a lot more.
That is a really, really good beer, man.
That beer actually when did we make that?
We
Is that what the
kept it on
115 is?
February 15th.
It was cold. It was miserable outside. We kind of came up with a recipe, and then it tasted so good, and the color was so awesome that we actually didn't even put the keg in the fridge. We left it on the concrete floor in the warehouse, and the beer seemed happier.
Yeah.
And it
Got to make the
tasted
beer
better.
happy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those little
Yeah.
yeast beasties, man.
You'd be surprised if you go in there and you like massage the beer while it's fermenting, love it, talk to it.
I have.
You'd be surprised the results that you get.
Okay, so I do very little bottling, especially naturally carbonated bottling. So I had absolutely no idea how much corn sugar to put in this.
Yep.
So I was just kind of guesstimating. What the bottle license gave you? What did it say? Did it say 1 TSP?
That would be the stout.
The stout says one.
The other bottle we got.
Okay. Well, I think I put one teaspoon of
Sorry.
the powdered corn sugar.
That's naturally
Okay.
carbonated. It's fighting to get out right now.
Well, that might have been why it kind of dried out a little bit, because probably didn't have to add too much corn sugar.
No, I didn't add much.
No.
All right, so just because I love this beer, Josh knows what I'm going to do right now.
All right.
So, boys, brace your ears.
Oh, I got the horn.
You got the horn. You got the horn. For a home brew, Mr. Craig and Matt Martin, this is
Yeah.
like I said, it takes me back to Germany. It really does.
Yeah. This
Good
is
job.
I tell you, me and Matt brewed a lot of beers.
Over 2 years.
Yeah, that brought us to this beer right here. We worked hard on this one, and the funny thing is, the grains that I used. It was the very first time I used the dark crystal grain, or the dark crystal barley. And the main reason I used it was because I had read so much where people said, "This is a terrible grain. Do not use it for making beer." But I love it.
You know, my opinion is there's no terrible grain. It's misuse of grain.
Yep.
Yes.
Amen.
This is a perfect example. If you know how to use a grain, you can make some amazing beer.
If you boil that and you cook it and you do your homework and you make sure you get all the starches and the sugars out of that grain, you're gonna have a damn good beer.
Good Lord.
What is that? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I felt like I'm at the dentist. God, he has a face.
Yes, it's not behind the ninja mask.
Right there, you look like a ninja. Like right now,
Yeah.
Josh Ninja.
Josh Ninja.
He is a ninja when he's brewing. Let me tell you,
Beer ninja.
he is a beer ninja.
Holy Yeah. You got
There he is.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Those were our pop filters, by the way.
Yeah.
I see.
Trying to be all, professional and shit. So.
No, we're all professionals here. We're a bunch of nutcases, but we love beer and we like talking about
Oh
it.
yeah.
Apparently people like hearing about it, which is awesome and
Yeah. I mean,
always
we
awesome.
can geek out all day on this shit.
This is Mr. Craig. Congratulations, you made a Oktoberfest beer.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm absolutely tickled.
Yeah. Like Justin said, I hope you have this recipe, man, because you got to try your hand at making it again.
Every beer I've ever made, I've wrote down my temperatures. I wrote down my mash times.
And all these recipes are Craig. I'm not going to sit here and say it's me. I go, I show up, I help make the beer, I help clean up. I give my 2 cents. I say this smells nice.
But you look sexy doing it, so that's all that matters.
I do, but it's all Craig. I mean, it's not me. I'm not going to sit here.
Oh, hush, man. It's like everyone needs a. I mean, if you're brewing together, you're brewing together. I mean, yes, the recipe is. Yeah, the recipe obviously is Craig. I'm going to give Craig the benefit of the recipe, but if you guys are working together on this, you're kicking ass together, and you got to give credit where credit's due. You're doing a great job.
He's touching me right now.
I'm touching myself right now because I'm getting ready. Are you boys ready for the next one? How you doing?
Yes.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right. So this is your stout. So
Now this stout, I'm going to warn you. This is the very first stout I've ever made.
okay.
I read the Charlie Pup. How do you say his name?
Papazon?
Yeah.
Papazon, yeah.
I've read many of his recipes. Then I YouTubed lots of stuff, watching other people.
It actually stained a lot of our equipment.
Yes, it's that.
What kind of stout did you make?
Well, now it tastes good.
Okay.
So according to Jose, though, if you want to make stout, you have to jack off with Guinness first.
I wish Jose was there to try this with you.
He would love because he loves stout.
Yeah.
Yes, I very much would like to eat the Jose seal of approval.
Let's see here. I'll do it too. Oh yeah. All right. I'm gonna pop this on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, nice.
See that smoke?
Oh yeah.
Do you see the smoke?
That's a good sign. That means you got carbonation, boy.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, sir.
She's dark, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
That is a stout.
You'll never get that dark out.
It'll stain your concrete.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, look at that. Even a nice little cascade right there. That's what I love seeing.
Oh, Josh. Yeah, Josh sees it. Josh
Yeah,
sees
you
it.
see that nice little cascade filling up.
Oh my gosh! Look at that.
Oh yeah, look at that.
All right, now let me do this real quick. I've got this flashlight that is 1,000.
Take a picture. Take a picture of that with this glass right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Justin's taking pictures.
I'm gonna have Josh take some
All right,
pictures.
hold on.
This is 1,200 lumens. Here we
Okay.
go.
You can't see through the glass.
You can't see nothing.
It absorbs light. It's like a black hole. It just absorbs it.
It's like my ex-girlfriend.
Oh
Well, did you
Josh
do a
is
little
taking
smell?
pictures. Yeah,
Well, it's picture friendly.
it is. It pours. Oh, that's great. It pours some amazing head.
Guys, this is the beer of the night. You guys are going to lose your shit.
It pours some amazing head. It really does. Well,
Yes.
beer of the night.
That a lot.
You're gonna have some tough competition because let me tell you, some of that Great Notion beer that we had from Oregon. Woo! But I really enjoyed your Oktoberfest beer, so I'm looking at this beer right now, this stout that you made. It has the most perfect head on it.
Yeah.
Perfect color. So if I'm doing some beer judging, which I've done before, I'm going to say that looking at it, it looks like a perfect stout. I'm going to take a sniff now.
I can see Josh's face.
Yep. decided to move the screen away, give you guys a preview into the beauty that is moi. You know,
When I take a sniff of this, I smell stout.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. Trust me. We worked hard on this shit.
okay. Random question, Lo. Is there any smoke in this or no?
Yes.
There's some smoke.
Josh found that real quick.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
Okay, because I get like this like nice little smoky bacon thing right on the nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Keep
Let's
with
we're gonna say cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, sir.
Cheers. Let's. I love it. All right, here we go.
Rose Brothers.
Jose would shit himself right now.
Yeah, this is actually pretty fucking good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is about as stout as it gets.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit light body. You get a nice little smokiness, a little chocolate, a little hint of coffee. Yeah, I mean, you're hitting all the right notes here.
What
man.
was your ABV, Mr. Craig?
ABV was, well, I'm not exactly sure because we're having technical difficulties with a few of our hydrometers, but I believe it's around 10.5, maybe 10.9.
10.5. I was gonna say somewhere between 9 and 10. Yeah.
It was high.
Yeah.
Right.
It's good.
No, it blends well though. It's not. There's no
All
heat.
those notes, you taste the smoke. You taste all the rich coffee.
Yeah.
You taste all that. Even the head, the foam of the beer taste. It just explodes your senses. But then you taste a little bit of boozy, but it's so smooth you don't care.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Joshua?
Oh yeah. Actually, they might be on the money with the beer of the night here, man.
You like that one, huh?
Yeah, this isn't filling the gap.
Hey, home brewing.
Yeah, home brewing, man.
Yeah.
I'll make 10 gallons at a time.
And that's a good thing.
I put in 2 pounds of lactose.
Oh, really?
Everybody kept telling me that's way too much, but I don't know. 2 pounds of lactose, I think, was about right.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, like, you get, like, this creaminess definitely on there.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Rich and dark.
Yeah.
Boys, I'm going to step away for a second.
So, yeah.
I gotta do a 10-100.
10-1. Oh, I guess we're losing half the crew for a moment here for intermittent. I'm calling it intermission here. So intermission. But yeah, Mr. Craig, this good job with this one, man. So you threw some lactose in this. So you did a lactose stout?
Yeah, this is I guess technically you call it milk stout. Yeah.
Milk stout. Nice. It's interesting because the body of it's still pretty light. I'm not used to milk stouts being like this light of the body. You know, like I'm used to them having a bit of like a heavier, like, you know, like what is it, stick to your guts kind of, beer.
Yeah, maltier, sweeter.
Yeah.
Heavier. Yeah.
But no,
Well,
but good.
now we were having some issues with this beer. Or we thought we were having some issues. We actually were having a hydrometer issue.
Was it cracked or something? Or
yeah, one was actually collecting moisture and we didn't notice.
oh, okay.
But, yeah, so we thought the gravity on it was just staying
Where's
up,
Matt?
not going down. We thought the yeast had
Intermission.
quit. We thought the yeast had quit basically doing its job.
Oh.
So we repitched more yeast.
Oh, shit.
And then it started working again, and we're like, all right. So it actually worked way down, working further down than what we really meant it to work down.
This was a first in the BeerDad and Brewed podcast history. I could not make it to the end of the recording, and I don't like to press pause because we've had problems with that in the past.
Yeah.
Nobody
So-
had pause. I was here here the whole time.
Yeah, I see Matt did the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna join in on the intermission here.
I like it. All right, so, well, boys, so but before we called you, we had four different beers from Great Notion Brewing,
Yes, sir.
and then we just had almost 4 beers with you guys, so 8 beers total. So that was a
Yes,
little
sir.
tough on the old bladder.
The old bladder was getting full, huh?
The BeerDad bladder was like, let's go.
Well, eventually the lawn always has to be sprinkled, and it happened, but we're all better people over that.
Yes, much better. But no, you guys, this homebrew, very good. Very, very good.
Glad you like it.
I'm excited.
You know,
I've been staring at it in my fridge, and I know we've been trying to hook up and get the right times to do this.
I know.
And I'm like, "God, I want to drink it. I want to drink it." And, you know.
Between the time change and our lives, it's
Oh,
been kind of
The time change threw me off so much. So my co-host here, Mr. Kunkel, you know, he works not too far away from the BeerDad and Brewed studios, and he just basically came straight from work, and I was out here setting up in the garage thinking I had a whole hour, and he shows up. I'm like, son of a bitch, damn time change. Ooh. I don't think you guys caught that on microphone. Josh is back. He's back.
He's getting in a comfortable sitting position, a thumbs up. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
So I have to get I gotta get a little TMI on this one.
You
It's
just
like-
pissed like Tom Hanks?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But I was just thinking, like, in future endeavors, if we have to, we got to use the call sign water closet.
Water closet. We talk if for those of the traditional BeerDad and Brewed podcast fans who listen to our Oktoberfest episode, they know what the water closet's all about. And of course, Mr. Craig knows what the water closet's all about because he went to Oktoberfest in Germany. Matt, one day you're going to find out what a water closet's all about because let me tell you, the water closet, after a certain point, is going to be the most glorious thing you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, it's going to be the Holy Grail. Holy Grail.
I tell you, I was now I've got a shy bladder. I ain't gonna lie, I got a shy bladder. I've always had a hard time peeing in a bathroom with a lot of people, but when you're at Oktoberfest and you finished many of those 33 ounce
Liters.
34 ounce,
Liters of beer.
Lasers.
yeah. When you drink several of them, you don't care
Yeah.
who was in that bathroom. You don't care if there's a woman there holding her hand out collecting money.
Look
You
at
don't
Matt.
care. You get up to that trough and you let it go because you're going to explode.
Matt just became the Terminator. Look at him.
Well, it's funny you mentioned the bladder because I like to think of myself as having a pretty ironclad bladder.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna lie, when you got a fart stuck up in there, man, it just it just aggravates the.
The fart has to pass around something.
Exactly, man. It's
They don't call him Fartin' Martin for nothing.
yeah.
Well, I do have a problem, but I use it as it's just kind of a go-to.
Matt's very talented. This dude can fart on command.
No.
He's like, wait a second.
Mr. Craig.
He's like, don't put me on the spot.
Mr. Craig. How many times has he farted since we started recording?
Right now, but I would cause a spot.
How many times has he farted since we've been recording?
Oh, 5 or 6.
I kind of figured.
I'm toughening that down over here for you guys.
I was waiting for just like a blank screen, and then all of a sudden you see Matt's butthole, and then a big old fart come across the screen.
No, really, I don't have to show the butthole. It's just when I fart, it blows the bridges right off, and it's there.
There you go. It's just there.
I don't know if you've checked your Snapchats, but yeah, he's farted on me a few times already tonight.
Well, I'm sure we'll see that. Matt loves it, and I love it too. That's great. You guys are great. Well,
I'll wear a special shirt for you guys.
what sausage? Oh, pointing down. I like it. Did you guys get that Snapchat from the beer brother? He was making some sausage this evening.
Yeah,
see
I
that?
did.
Yeah. He was cooking some sausage on the grill.
Italian to the German. Yep.
Well, let me tell you something. The beer wife is not going to be very happy tonight because not only have I had all this beer to drink, but we had cabbage soup for dinner.
Oh, no. Oh my gosh.
Going old school there.
It's going to be great this evening.
No, it's not. It's going to be like Casper and a brass orchestra is going to be sleeping in your bed. It's not good.
I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised though it hasn't hit me yet. And I had 3 bowls of the cabbage soup.
Oh.
When it hits you, and when it hits you, Mount St. Helens is going to happen in the old. Oh my God! Dude,
He's like, can't even imagine this now.
Right? Let's see if I can get
Was he earlier?
get in there, Josh. Hold on, we're gonna try to take a screenshot here. Oh no!
Nope, I got it.
We lost the light. Oh, there we go.
What happened? Oh wait.
I'm sorry, I pulled a beer ninja on you.
Beer
Is
ninja.
that motion sensor light you've got in your garage?
Yeah, that thing, the one that you put in for me, it like literally fell apart because of the heat here.
It's your fault. It's your fault.
It was a cheap light.
You put it in bad.
Well, actually, it's a really nice light. I don't know what.
Well, the problem is it's all plastic and it gets like 120 here in the summer. So it just like literally the plastic parts that held it up just fell apart. So there's one light that's just dangling like this.
That's all I see is like wood. I see Josh. I see his mouth. He has a mouth. Justin, and I see like boards. You need some posters up there.
Yeah, but
Those are the rafters. Oh, I got posters. Here we go.
Matt, you don't understand just how hot.
Josh.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
Gotta present that shit.
Oh my God.
Now what is the actual town?
Look at that.
Is that it?
What's that?
What's your name? What's the town you lived in?
San Jacinto.
San Jacinto.
Oh, that sounds like tough.
Okay, so it gets so hot. One year I went out there to his house, and I thought, hey, here I was barefoot, and I thought, you know what? I'll just walk out there, walk out the driveway. I made like 3 steps out there, and then I was like screaming and running for the garage. It's so hot it is burning the soles of my feet.
I can see Josh again. Look at Josh. He's right there.
Even inside the garage.
Look at that. I want to see Josh.
Even the inside of his garage, it gets like 120 degrees.
Yeah, but look at Josh. He's like Calvin Klein right there.
Calvin Klein.
With a microphone.
Look at
I
it.
say, where's my underwear?
Good Lord. All right, I understand it's hot. It's a different climate there. I've never been to California, whatever.
What you got the Marty what is it? What's the, good Lord?
Good grief.
So got
You guys are out of control.
There's the old McFly right behind us.
Yeah. You got the Marty McFly parked outside.
That's a good PRD looking package right
He's
there.
parked right beside us.
Oh, so you got the wife's rig parked outside.
The wife's rig. Well, actually, the wife's rig is parked in the RV parking in the backyard.
Oh, the RV park.
Whoa. He has RV
Yeah,
park.
we're gonna take the camper up.
RV park.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Well, I'm
bring the
sorry.
camper.
I understand I was talking to royalty here. I thought I was just drinking beer and talking to people.
I mean, I am the beer dad.
Good night, Irene.
We're gonna bring.
Good thing you didn't call your podcast the Beer King.
The Beer King. The Beer King and Brewed podcast.
RV. Just say it slow. RV.
Here,
park.
I got one for you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Clark, that there's an RV.
Hey, does the shitter ever get full?
Shitter's full. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Lord.
I'm gonna bring the old camper up one day. We're gonna just park it right there in your RV park.
Listen, any of our listeners that have a RV, you're more than welcome to come stay at the BeerDad and Brewed podcast home here. We got RV parking, plenty of room, and plenty of beer.
Mm-hmm.
You got a 220 plug out there so I can plug my camper in?
110.
Oh,
No.
no.
Coming over there.
But I know a guy, and he's sitting right there to the left there, that knows how to run 220. So I'm sure if you came out here and you were bored, you could run a 220 out there.
Stand to your left. So Craig's to my right, and I'm to the left.
There, you just wire it up. Now, are we talking about wiring it up to your neighbor? Or wiring it up?
I do that all day long.
That's right.
Anybody
Good
know how to
Lord.
spell electricity? Matt Martin.
I steal stuff every day.
Fart Martin.
Erase that. Don't record that.
Good time. Well, boys, I got to say, I really appreciate you sending some beer out here. And for the listeners that want to be a part of this podcast, if you ever want to send us some beer and rep your city, rep your home brew, we're more than happy to have some beers with you. Really appreciate Mr. Craig, the Beaver Man, and Matt Martin in his garage, which is amazing. He makes
Beautiful
some good,
garage.
He makes some good food. I've been trying to talk him into a YouTube channel of him cooking in the garage, and one day we'll get him. So
I don't have the energy.
yeah, you've got plenty.
We make 5 gallons of beer at a time over here in the BeerDad garage.
Yeah.
So yeah,
got some both.
so you need to start a YouTube channel of you brewing beer and making your delicious treats.
I tell them
That
all
is
the
my
time.
task,
I'll
and you
do
can
it.
you can put the BeerDad and Brewed podcast as your producer because I told you to do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
I just get scared.
I'm telling you, with the magic that comes out of this garage, I think he'd be famous if he just started doing YouTube
He would.
videos.
I'm nervous.
He would. Teresa would kill you, but you would become famous.
Oh, yeah.
The trick is do what you do and don't mind the weird shiny lens nearby.
That's kind of how this podcast has started. I did it because I was like, you know what, Josh, I love craft beer. I love home brewing. I love all this stuff. Let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time. Next thing you know, we've got 900 listeners. We're almost at 900 followers on Instagram. Our Facebook is blowing up. We're starting to get input from other breweries. Next Tuesday, we're going up to Idlewild Brew Pub, and we're going to do an on-location recording of the podcast. They're in Idlewild. So
Turn that light on.
it's on.
It's on.
So
Sorry.
it's
Just
taken
gotta-
off. It's taken off, boys, and it was just as a hobby.
You know what's nice though is we're already at 900 listeners. Still don't have any stalkers.
No stalkers. Well, I don't know, Josh. I haven't told you about some of the messages we've received.
Oh, okay. Well,
There's been some messages, let me tell you. But we still appreciate all our listeners
Yes.
all over the world. We have listeners in Japan, Norway, Australia, Germany, Great Britain, Mexico, of course, across the United States, all over the place. New York, Florida, Georgia, obviously Missouri, Arkansas. We have Nevada, Washington, Oregon, California, New Mexico, Arizona,
so
Utah.
we're pretty much got all 50 states here covered.
We're pretty close. We're
Nice.
pretty close. So
I
the
hope
beer.
everybody heard us here pretty well. We have a pretty sophisticated setup. We have
A microphone and a rock.
We have a microphone held with a rock, and a table I made with my own 2 hands, and beer that we made with our own 2 hands. And I hope you guys.
Yep. And amazing. Don't forget the coasters. Yes. Yes.
Those coasters are bitching.
That is-
I need some of those coasters, Matt.
I'm gonna send you guys some.
I love it.
Yeah.
So,
Keep your eyes open in the mail.
well, again, thank you for being a part of the BeerDad and Brewed podcast. We really appreciate you sending us these beers and appreciate you guys listening to our podcast. And you guys are amazing. You guys rock. You guys made some great beer.
Yeah.
Mr.
Amazing.
Craig, make sure you get on that website and send some beers out here for that competition. I think you'll do well.
Text those.
Yeah. I'll shoot you a message on that. We'll get that going. Like I just played around with the website the other day, so it'll be up and running here shortly. I know the open window for that's gonna be like mid-April, so still got like a month.
All right.
A couple weeks.
Whoa. Uh-oh. I think we lost him.
Oh.
That was my phone going dead.
Uh-oh.
So, well, anyways, we lost them. My battery died, but that's okay. Josh, this was a great podcast.
This was a great podcast, man.
Cheers.
You know what? Cheers, man.
Finish this stout made by Craig and Matt.
Good, great stout, great homebrew. You know, as much as I love Great Notion, they did like phenomenal beers. I think my heart's always going to be with the homebrew guys. Like
It is. Well, I mean,
and
homebrew
even
is
though
what it's all
Great
about.
Notion is like next tier homebrew, in my opinion. It's almost like they're making homebrew, but next tier. But when I get to I get to taste like real deal homebrew, when it's done well, it's phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's not always done well. So.
Yeah. Well, we did good.
Yeah.
We did good. So, again, shout out to Great Notion Brewing in Portland,
Yes.
Oregon. You
Yes.
guys are awesome.
Oh,
Shout
yeah.
out to
Amazing.
Boompa for sending those beers. And
Ooh.
shout out to Mr. Craig and Matt Martin for shipping us some beer from Illinois as well as Kansas City, Missouri, and then, of course, their homebrew.
Yep.
So that was amazing. Anyways, thanks for checking in on the BeerDad and Brewed podcast. As we always say, drink responsibly, drink local, get home safe.
Indeed.
And thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for our next episode. Hopefully, we'll be up in Idlewild, so stay tuned.
I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds good.
Cheers.
They also practice by drinking the urine of a ram.
The what?
They drink ram's piss.
Because of the pH balance?
No, because if you can drink ram's piss, fuck, you can drink almost anything.
She said fuck.
Oh, what's this? The malted liquor? What gets you drunk or quicker? What comes in bottles or in cans? Beer! Can't get enough of it. Beer! How we really love it. Beer! Makes me think I'm a man. Beer! I could kiss and hug it, but I'd rather chug it. Beer! My belly out to here. Beer! I could not refuse it. I could really use it. Beer! Beer!
I can remember how much I have had. I drank a 12-pack with my dad.
Awesome. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody.
All right. Adios. Cheers.
Cheers.